Hello, good morning, and welcome you all to the new topic happiness. How we get happiness in this world, real happiness. So, this topic is all about happiness. And if we see the world that all living creature, all people wants happiness. Everyone want happiness. Everyone want to be live in this peaceful state, happiness. This is the common thing that all the living being needs, required happiness. All the people are chasing happiness, seeking happiness. All the people are searching happiness in their different ways. Actually, the in the life, really we all are in never-ending journey of pursuing happiness. We all need happiness. We all want to live in a peaceful state. We are searching, we are finding, we are seeking happiness. But we sometimes don't find this happiness, real happiness in our life. Why? There is a reason for that. Why we do not find this happiness? Because we are searching, we are finding, we are seeking this happiness, chasing the happiness in the source. That happiness doesn't exist there. Because we are seeking happiness, we are finding or searching happiness in the external world, in the outer world, in the materialistic things, where happiness doesn't exist. Happiness, we have to realize that happiness is the emotion and it's dwell only in ourself within. We can't get it from the outer world, from the external world. We can get pleasure only from the external world, from the materialistic things. And that pleasure is something temporary. It's not permanent. Pleasure gives only an instant gratification, not happiness. Happiness is everlasting, long lasting. Happiness gives us contentment in ourselves, satisfaction. That is the difference between pleasure and happiness. We have to know this. And we only get happiness within ourselves. So, how we can get happiness? There are a lot of ways, there are numerous ways in order to find the happiness. And if we see someone with pure mind acts or speak, the happiness following him just like a shadow of a man. When we have impure mind, speaks or act, the suffering will follow just like the wheel cart following an ox. So this is the difference. Happiness is entirely depend on our purity and impurity of our mind. So how can we get this purity in order to getting happiness? I will share you few ways that how will you get happiness. The first thing is that accepting the reality of life will give you happiness. When you see life is full of ups and downs, life is full of sorrows and joys. So we have to accept the reality of life. Sometimes we will have a good memories, sometimes we will have a bad memories, sometimes we face difficulties, rough day and rough situation in our life. Sometimes we face sweet memories, good days in our life. So this life is full of ups and downs, full of like day and night. But what happened when we face a rough day in our life? We always fall down. We always get frustrated. Got it? So whenever you face a rough day, whenever you have a bad day or a rough day or a bad situation you will face at a time, you have to realize that this bad situation will also not be permanent. It will also change. And you see, the life is not full of ups and downs. It is not always equally runs. So, and the other thing that you can see, the rough day, the bad situation never makes you frustrated. The reaction toward this situation, toward this bad situation, makes you frustrated. So it's all up to you. Whenever we get this rough day or the bad day, we have two choices. Always we have two choices. First, either you can focus on the pain that the suffering that the bad day gives you, or you can focus on the lessons the bad situation teaching you. So it's all up to you how to take this bad day. So we have to realize that this life is full of joy and sufferings. It's only up to you. This life is not always runs equally. Some days good, some days bad. So accept the reality of life will give you happiness. And the other way we can get happiness, second way you can see, being generous. Practice generosity. Be humble and help others. Help the needy person anyway, without returning anything, without expecting in return. If you help someone who really required something, needy person, poor person, then you will get happiness, real happiness. When you see a small boy or a person who is really starving, hungry, if you have food, give to him some food, and at the time that person is as overcoming his hunger, that happiness, if you make other happy, if you make other needy person happy, then you will get happiness, real happiness. So always help the needy person. Whenever you see, it will give you happiness without expecting in return. But what happened? People always gather a lot, always gather, always collecting things, holding things, and think that these things will make us rich. And when we get rich, we will have happiness. But this is not the happiness. This is pleasure only. When you hold the things, this gives you only pleasure. not real happiness. So be generous. Generosity, it can be developed in a heart. Help the needy person, help others, dedicate your some part of your life to others. If you have old clothes, give to the needy person. If you have suppose you are going to market and you purchase fruits. If you see a boy, little boy, who is hungry, give to your fruits, give to some fruits to this needy boy, to overcoming his hunger. So in this way there is many ways to give help them. Practice generosity, it will really give you happiness. And when you see, after 20 years and after hundreds of years, if you memorize this incident, it will give you happiness till then, of that time also. So be generous. This is the second way of getting happiness. And the third way is forgiveness. Yes, forgiveness is also a very wonderful thing. If you forgive people, you will get happiness. You will get some kind of peace in your heart. Forgive others and forgive yourself also, because sometimes we feel that we had some mistakes in the past, and we always memorize, we always realize that we had done this mistake, we always regret about the mistake. So don't do that. Forgive yourself and forgive others mistakes also. Forgive others, it doesn't mean then they deserve your forgiveness. It means you wants to free yourself by forgiving them. Your heart will become free when you forgive others. So forgiveness, develop this habit. Forgive and forget. It will also give you happiness. And there are numerous ways how to get happiness in this life. So for today, only these three ways that I have shared. First, accepting the reality to get happiness, because this life is full of ups and downs. We have to realize that. And second, be generous, help others without expecting in return. And third, forgiveness. Forgive people, forgive yourself, get your heart free. And if you want to live in peaceful situation, in peaceful state, you have to forgive. So these three ways you can use in your life. You can develop these three things in yourself to get happiness, to get real happiness. So that's all about happiness. I will come with another topic. Till then, bye bye. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.